Even though I believe I already have a sub. That's weird. Welcome, sub. I'll just do the whole map, by the way. I'm not gonna do 1 point. I'll just do the entire map for you. So, Ryan on Anubis is kind of bad. That's 42 how much are you coming to this? I'm glad I was able to help. That's what I'm gonna say. Ryan Anubis is kind of bad because it's a map with a long of sidelines, right? Like they can shoot you from here, they can shoot you from here, from here. It just has a lot of sidelines, and Ryan cannot really close them very easily because if you drop off the high ground, you're fucked. So Ryan is okay because if you need to, you can hold here, right? You can brawl a little bit here. 123 in 2 days, nice. You guys have been climbing up. That's great to hear. But yeah, Ryan is just not very good because Ryan is very much a brawl character, and this is not a brawl spawn. Like this spot, this high ground is very bad for brawling because they can just shoot you a bunch from here. And whereas you can brawl this way, like if they come this way, then you can get a lot of value with Ryan. They just come this way, right? If you have to drop off the high ground and go to contest point, you don't have a choke. Yeah, you just have to hold the shield in the open. So Ryan is just not very good for Anubis. On second point, he's better, right? On second point, you do have chokes. You have choke, you have choke, you have choke, you have a choke here as well on the pathway. So on second point, he's a lot better. On first point, he's not good. But at least they are also playing Reinhardt, which means that they are going to have to force a brawl onto us. If I were on their position, I'll just play like Sigma, right? I'll play Sigma, I'll shoot you from here, and you have a Genji and the Junkrat, you're never gonna kill me, man. You're just gonna stand here and poke, and Junkrat's gonna try to get me, and like, never kill me, because I'm just here as Sigma. I'm gonna break your shield, I'm just gonna keep spamming you out, till you have to back out. See, this is what I mean, right? You just have to hold your shield in the open, and basically that means you get no value from like anything. Your shield's already lost 600 HP just before anything else happened. Half shield, and again they're just making a free rotation because you cannot drop. Right? If you drop, you're gonna get fucked. So free rotation for them. You drop and you're probably gonna die here. I'll be honest. I'll be surprised if you don't. You pin someone. You get saved by the emo, so good job. And you get away. Don't do that. I will say it's incredibly lucky you got away. Your Baptiste saved your life. But man, and they've restaurant behind us. That was like you went down to literally 0 HP and only the Baptiste lamp kept you alive. Yeah, Anubis first is not a great Reinhardt map. You can kill this, yeah. You know what? At least we won. That's on the good side. We won the fight. We can set up again. And they are also playing Reinhardt, which means that they are also playing Brawl, and eventually they will have to force Brawl onto us. Again, if you're playing Reinhardt, this is basically what you have to do. Just throw your 5 strikes whenever you can, and hold your shield whenever you can. Try to play behind this pillar whenever you can as well. Or like, if you can play here, right? Because at the very least, what this will do is that half of your shield will be obscured by the wall, so they can actually only shoot half of it. Which means that your shield may take a little less damage overall. Same here, right? If you're holding here, then at least if you have to drop your shield, you will not take a lot of spam damage. Again, they can just push for free, which is the problem with playing Reinhardt here. That if they go this way, then Ryan is really good. If they go any other way, getting doomed by hands, that's good. Like, again, if you're holding the Ryan shield, if you're playing Reinhardt here, you do have to hold the Ryan shield. You don't have a lot of choices. But if you play here, right, and you just hold the shield, you can still like get out like all this way, and your team should be able to play behind your shield. Same here, right? If you play here, you get even more coverage this way with your shield than with here, and you are still safe. So play with the cover. It will help your shield last a little longer, and you will be a little safer. You know what? That's a free kill. Just charge him. Yep. Completely fine with this. Great job from Mirana. And great follow-up. You killed him. This is fine. How did he not kill it? He charged the Genji too far. By the way, I will also say this. No one in your team can actually get done by Hanzo. Well, that's a lie. Like, your supports can, right? But your supports should be playing safe. They should be playing on the front line where Hanzo can dome them. Because Genji is Genji. Genji is an extremely mobile son of a bitch who's just going to be moving around at the speed of sound, and if he gets within Hanzo's line of sight, he can deflect, right? Junkrat can spam arc. So Junkrat can play behind cover, or even all the way here, and still spam the choke. So Junkrat will not be getting done by Hanzo unless he's a fool. Ana Baptiste should be playing safe, like, not very safe, but the Ana should be up here. Yeah, this is very safe. Like, how's the Hanzo gonna dome the Ana? He would have to come here, aim this shot, and the Ana would have to stand still forever to get killed. Baptiste, he's playing a little bit more aggressive, and I'm fine with it. He's basically playing behind you, so he's not gonna get done. I'm a lot more concerned about they just running at point. If they just run at point with a Lucio, there's nothing we can do. But they're spending so much time in choke that you guys are actually doing a lot of spam damage while they try to rotate in. By the way, just drop on Shadow here, right? You know the Rein's going this way, and his entire team is following slowly. I would just jump off the bridge and shatter 2, 3, or 3 people. Like, you could have gotten the Genji, the Mercy, and the Lucio, and maybe the Zarya. We are taking so much damage here, but we can just wait for the tire. We don't even have to make a big play. We just have to push them a little bit, so that the Rein can just shield it. Or, sorry, just shield it, that's unfortunate. And we get shattered, which is definitely not you. Definitely not you. If you had been, like, what you probably wanted to do was hold the corner. Just hold the corner here. You have a lot more healing than they do, so there's very few chances you die. I would just have played here, swung at them, like, poke a little, swung at them, try to stop the Rein from shielding the tire. And if Rein wanted to push at me, I have my shield, right? So you may still be saved by another Baptiste emo. He did just throw it down, so you may get saved by it. Look at that. Unlucky. I do believe he was trying to save you, but that's unfortunate. This other fight. This should be a lost fight, like, we only have these 2 left. Good pick, but I do believe it's such. He's gonna pull his blade, isn't it? My block timing weren't great this time. That's fine. Sometimes that happens. Please don't pull the blade. You know what? I'm just glad the Genji didn't pull the blade. This is the problem, though. Big problem. And we just got off Baptiste. We just got off Baptiste. Why did we get off Bap? Oh my god, we just lost this Bap. Fucking. We just lost this point. We just lost. What are we gonna do about it? We are just gonna die to it. We have to ult first here, right? It's been like 2-3 minutes, and they haven't used these ults yet. So there's no way they don't have them. Genji farm blade in your Genji is pretty solid, and he's getting value because they're just trying to push in with Brawl, and he's going behind them and shooting at the tank, so he's doing okay. But I'm more concerned about the grab dragon about to come our way. Honestly, and this is gonna sound kinda mean, I would just sacrifice myself. I would try to either pin the Zarya or pressure the Zarya into using grab only on me. When, like, I would be trying to push this way, right? Put my shield here, try to get the Zarya to use grab, while my Zarya is away, while my Ana and my everyone else is way behind me, so that they just don't get a very big grab dragon and kill all of us. I'm fine with this. You're trying to pressure this area. You can shatter this. If she's personal, you can shatter her for free. Probably not anymore. You're gonna die at this point if you use it, so just hold shield. Yeah. Unfortunate. They don't even need Grab Dragons, which is very unfortunate. We did have the ults. Like, if they don't grab dragons, we do have the ults to fight them. There's the grabs. There's our grab. There's the dragon, but only the Genji's on grab. I would shatter this like immediately. Shatter, shatter, shatter. Shatter them. Nice. Good job. I don't know how you guys held that. I was so sure it was lost. Your Genji did win that fight for you guys. If only by blading into them and being solo grab. This is fine. You're just throwing a fire strike and then you play choke. You can play a bit far forward here because now we have a Lucio, so we can just speed back. You can throw another fire strike with a fire strike is at 1 second. You can throw it again before backing out. That's fine. You're already at 30%, which is pretty solid. We go. I don't know if you guys were in comps. I believe you are like a diamond player, if I recall correctly. So my assumption is that you guys are in comps. Just call for speed and speed into the Mercy so she doesn't get the rest. I would have just sped onto the Mercy and tried to kill her. By the way, Reinhardt, the Reinhardt definitely has shatter, right? 3.3, there were some. Okay. If your Lucio was on calls, I would just call like, speed forward, right? Get the Mercy! Camp the corpse, as I like to call it. Just camp the corpse. Save your shield, Ryan definitely, like, we haven't seen shatter in a little bit, we should know that he has it. Hold the rest of your shield for the shatter. Yep. I believe you got punched into a shatter actually. I think you got punched into the shatter, so I don't think you can take the full blame for that one, but that's still very unfortunate. Just, by the way, if it's this close, just go ball. Shatter was nice, yeah. Man, this is a bendy hammer. If you're this close, like, it's only one tick and they have more people on point, just go ball. Try to stall it for as long as possible. 40% shatter is not worth not going ball. This is a very long charge. Don't take these long charges. If you want to charge here, right? Chargers that end with you in a safe place. Because if you charge here, then you can hold your shield immediately, and it will protect you from most of the damage, right? It will protect you. If you charge here and hold shield, you are getting shot from behind from every angle. You have to turn around, and you're gonna swing right away. Our Genji used blade, that's solid. We died, everyone dies. And we lose the point, I assume? We lose the point. So you could have held this point by one going ball, right? Because with ball you can just roll around the point forever, and like below masters, they will not be able to kill you without any CC. Like, how are they gonna stop you? They have to grab you. The only way they can stop you is if they grab you. And they don't have enough healing, so you can just go and try to kill someone and they will not have enough healing to prevent it. The other one, don't take the long charge, because the long charge means you are very, very vulnerable both during the charge and at the end of the charge, and you took like 350 damage before even doing a swing. Right, let's look at the offense.
0 to 2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So again, we're playing Reinhardt. I assume so because you say, look at my Rein on attack. There you go. We have the same problem that Just getting it ready. Got it. I'll look at it after this one. We have the same problem that we had on defense. It's gonna be very difficult to push this way, right? So we shouldn't push this way because they have a Ryan as well. What we should do is, if we have a Lucio, which we don't, but if we have a Lucio, we could just speed to the point. Because we don't have Lucio, instead we can do this rotation, take the high ground, right? Can be slow, you can just shield the chokes, shield, get your team to the high ground, and then you can take this rotation and drop you the point and force them to brawl on the point. Which can really be, honestly, of a ton of value for you. Wait, what? Okay. I was making sure that the Genji wasn't a smart flare. I'm fine with this charge, you're getting out early. Don't charge here. Like, again, with charges, you want to end up in safe positions. If you charge here, they can see you when you stop, right? Because when you hit something, there's 1 second where you cannot do anything. So right now you're taking jungle spam and probably a fast strike and a lot of a Hanzo arrow, right? Instead, just charge like here, like charge right here, where you end the charge and you have 1 second without doing anything, but you have full cover. Not the best fire strike, but it's okay. Do keep in mind you really want to hit those fire strikes because it's your best way of building shatter. We're just standing on choke, but our Widow got a pick, so we start to push. Don't hold your shield for no reason. Like, I know you're waiting for your team, but if you just give away all of your shield for your team to get past 1 chokes, you're gonna be here forever. Yeah, I like this rotation. This is fine, we can push now, yeah? Our team is close to us, we can push. The Ryan is very clever, don't charge him, just, like, look at his health. Why are we backing out? Right? We have full health and we have so much more healing. We should be just arguing into this Ryan's face. Just, I want you to literally go forward and smash his face in. You've got more healing than he does. Like, their Zarya is doing damage, but you also got a Zarya. You got a lot of healing. You no longer have a Zarya. I'm fine with this charge. At the very least, you're gonna get out charge. You don't have to give your Genji alive. At this point, you just want to wait for your Zarya to come back. So don't risk yourself like this. Just back out. Charge back if you have to. Are you looking for a... This could be a big shadow. Yeah, that's pretty solid. You got 2. Don't charge though. Again, you can... Ryan was low enough that you should always fire strike before doing anything else, right? Now let's go back a little bit. I want to illustrate my point. We survived for a long time here. We have a lot of healing, so that's fine. You play defensive here. Just play defensive. Let your team come back. Hold the choke, yeah? We just swing at the choke right here. This is fine. Play with the choke. We swing, we get shatter. We shatter, right? Fire strike. Fire strike something. Don't just charge right away. Fire strike something. You can get more than 1 kill if you fire strike. Or at the very least, don't if you fire strike something else than what you are going to charge, you are doing 100 damage to something. Good kill the Moira, you got a strong at her. I believe this is very winnable, but don't turn away from the tracer. That's unlucky, but just keep going main. Don't worry about the flankers. You're not the one that deals with the flankers. And like, this is still very winnable. It's like a 4v3, I believe. 4v4. But our spawns are closer. So it's definitely still very winnable. You got Monkey, okay. I like this a lot more. I like Monkey a lot more on this map. Because with Monkey, you just jump here, bubble. When you're low, you drop here, you just play here, right? Right there. And get healed, and then jump in, and bubble, and do damage, and you charge your prime in like 20 seconds. This is okay. We did lose Moira, but we still have Ana. Unlucky jump and you're dead. You should be dead. That range should push you like no end. You lost Phyta. Good killing the Tracer, but she's fast, she'll come back. And you are staggering yourself. You have to work on your monkey jumps. You are hitting the ceiling a lot. Which I believe may just be because you haven't played this map as monkey a lot. You're getting healed. Honestly, like, look at this. We got 90% nano. We should just poke, take like 100 or 150 damage, and go back and give Orion a nano for free. That's calling farming nano. And because going in, if she can nano you when you go in, it is so much more valuable, right? You know how Nano Monkey can do an actual lot. Instead, you're going in and she's 92 nano. Like, all you had to do was stand in choke for like 2 seconds. I'm fine with this. You jump, melee when you land. Melee when you land is a lot of free damage, especially against armor. You drop. You don't have to drop yet. Like, we are full health. And you get shattered, and you get beat. That's by the way because you jump back up without bubble. Don't jump back up without bubble. Instead, what you should do is you jump, use bubble, and then you stay for a few seconds more, right? And then you drop. And while you're like, oh, let me just. You did this. We jumped, we used bubble, right? Then we just drop immediately as soon as the bubble broke, and we had full health, right? We had 500 out of 500. Instead, stay here until your armor's gone, then drop immediately, right? And you are giving your Ana like 200 healing, about 200 healing. And secondly, you are giving yourself more time to get your bubble back. So then you jump back up again, and you can bubble again. And you're gonna have full health again because the Ana's gonna heal you. And you just rinse and repeat that, right? Just jump up, bubble, wait until you lose some health. When you lose some health, maybe you're at 300, you drop so that you don't get burst down. And you wait for the Ana. Then she heals you, she gets nano charge, and you go back up with the leap and the bubble, right? Instead, what you did was you just jumped up, dropped down, didn't have bubble for the engagement, and died. And we go Reinhardt. Well, you had like 62 primal, right? Yeah, why did you go Reinhardt? Play for the primal. Like, don't just give away the primal. Such a good ultimate. It's basically get out of free gel card. You can jump the Hanzo, and when the Hanzo tries to get away, you just go like, no, you, reverse card. Primal his face and kill him. Not like anyone. It's gonna be so much more difficult to try to push into them. Are we gonna try to go left here? We shouldn't, but without a Lucio, it may be worth to try. You got more healing, they got a lot more damage there, so I don't know. Honestly, I would just go right. But we are just spending a lot of time on the choke. Oof. You are so close to death. But it's winnable because our DPS are getting heals. If you stayed on Monkey with this 30% extra ult charge, you would have primal and you would have survived. And it would probably have meant that you won the fight. I think you guys are gonna lose. Go ball again. If your team is fighting and it's close to that fight, just go ball. But at this point, your team is dead, so just wait for one last one. Again, don't aim here, aim here. Like, I know this is nitpicky, but it will save you like 200 health before going in. I'm fine with the fire strike to the high ground. I'm fine with you swinging, but there is no reason to swing right now. You can just stand there behind the cover. Like, what are you swinging at? You are so low, so fast. Just charge this. As soon as the Brine pokes over, just charge this. I don't think they're gonna let you stabilize, so. Good attempt at the counter charge, but he's gonna shot at you. Oh no. Oh no. You know the meme? Everyone knows the meme? To be continued? Yeah? Unfortunate. Go ball. You have the touch point. You just have the touch point. Or give it a try. Unfortunate. My biggest, honestly, my biggest advice for you is just don't play Ryan on Anubis first. That's the biggest, that is the best advice I can give you. Because Ryan on Anubis first is definitely tough to play, both on attack and on defense. And I'll be honest, they just had really good DPS and they were doing a lot of damage. So you weren't getting a ton of value. Like, your DPS were still good. But Ryan's just very difficult to play. Because you don't have a choke to hold like you do with so many other maps. Like, on second, if we go to second here, let me just go to second. Playing Ryan on second is fine. You can hold here with Ryan, right? You can even go back here and hold the choke right here. Oh. Motherfucker, I fucked up. You can hold this choke. If they flank, you have a choke, right? If they try to come this way, this is a choke, and they still have to push through this choke. Right? Ryan on second is really good. You can play Ryan on second. Usually do it the other way around. You mean like Monkey on... Yeah, Monkey on Ryan on first, Winston on second. Ooh, that's rough. That's spicy, because Monkey is actually not that good on second. Because there's no place for Monkey to... Like, this is the only engagement spot you got. You just have to be here for the engagement, drop, then maybe get back up here or out, but it's not great. Because if they choose to go this way, then you don't have one. Yeah, you use it here. But if they choose to go this way, or they choose to go this way, you are screwed, right? That's why I don't like Monkey on second. Like, if they go main, yeah, that's great. If they come main, you can just drop and farm them, and this is good. But if they come this way, all you can do is like play here, and you would be better off playing Reinhardt just to play this choke, right? If they come this way, you're like, well, fuck. I could jump in, but it would probably get me killed. So what you have to do instead is you have to drop here, and you have to be like, walk up here and be like, okay, they're walking in, we tickle them from behind, and jump away. Use to clutch one trick in mage. Here's some advice. Think about where you wanna play, don't think about where you are. Because if you rely on exploiting mistakes that people at your rank make, like one trick in main, then when you get to diamond, they're going to take a different angle and you're gonna be like, well, I'm just standing here now, right? So yeah, don't play for the rank you are, play for the rank you wanna be, or at least the rank above you. And honestly, you're not bad. I do think you could be like mid to high plat with like just some grinding. Just have to grind it out. And don't pick Ryan and Anubis first defense. I don't know what your hero pool is, but even I'm gonna be honest here. Even Orisa is better than Vine on this map defense. Not on offense, because it's very hard to push with Orisa, but on defense, Orisa is better than Vine. And that's saying a lot, because Orisa is really bad right now. Like, I only play Orisa in Lijiang Night Tower with like Orisa, Reinhardt, Jungler, Symmetra, just to pull everyone together and throw Junkrat mines into it, maybe throw some extra damage on. That's like the only map I play Orisa on. So me telling you that I'd rather play Orisa on this map than Reinhardt is really, really telling. Ryan Monkey, okay, just play Monkey in defense, right? At least with Monkey you can set up here, right? You can even set up here if you want. Don't take a ton of... I'm not saying Orisa is good. Don't play Orisa. But she's better than Ryan on first point defense. Like on this point, I usually play Sigma instead. Sigma is just really, really good on this point. Because with Sigmas you've got a little bit of both. You got the spam damage that Ryan doesn't have, yeah. So if they try to spam you, you can just out spam them. You got the shield, you block big damage and cooldowns. You have cover here, you have cover here. If they try to come this way, you just play like here, and you just spam them out, right? Sigma is really, really good. His ult is really good for this point, because with his ult, you can raise everyone here, you can raise everyone here, you can raise everyone when they're coming to point. His ult is very solid. I usually really like playing Sigma on this one, but you can play Monkey, like for sure. You can play here, right? You can play here and just drop on them. You can play here, so they can still poke you a little bit. If you play here, right, they can still get some spam on you. Not a lot, but they still can get some. But then if they can boot this way, you can drop on them. And if they come this way, you can at least go this way. Like, go get right here. Move forward, thank you. And just sub them all as they try to come to the choke, right? But yeah. Too long, don't read. Right? It's just very bad on first point Anubis. And I'll say this. If they are not playing a Reinhardt, like if they are playing Orisa, say Orisa, or they are playing Monkey, or they're playing like anything that's not Reinhardt, then you can actually do this rotation and try to clear the high ground, and you can make Rein on attack work that way, right? Because if you're on attack, you can force your rotation. You can just go this way and try to push past the choke with a brawl team, clear the high ground, then drop to point. You can make that work, but if they have a Reinhardt and you try to do this, then you are just giving the Reinhardt the choke for free. Because Reinhardt is really good at holding tight chokes like this or like this. So, too long, don't read. If you're in attack and they don't have a Reinhardt, you can make this work. If you're in attack and they do have a Reinhardt, don't do it. If you're on defense, just don't play Rein. Play Monkey. Ideally, honestly, if you can learn any other tank will also work here. Like Orisa can do good. Diva is really good. Ball can do okay. Roadhog is really good. Sigma is very, very good. So any other tank you think you can play, you can also probably play here if you're not comfortable on Monkey. But yeah, Rein is just not very good on defense. Mostly because you just stand here and shield, and you cannot do a lot more than that with Reinhardt. And the way to defeat them is to just either get a spam comp, like get a Sigma and an Orisa if you want, ideally your Sigma Hog, right? You just break the Reinhardt shield and get free picks. That's it's simple as that. Also because even if you shield this and they have sniper, you can't shield people from the snipers. Like yeah, if they have a sniper here, they can't shoot this. But they can shoot this, point, this, right? This. So another problem with Reinhardt is that, yeah, you can protect this a little bit for a little bit of time with your shield. But if they have a Hanzo, you're fucked twice, because he'll break your shield really fast, and he still can kill people. Or at least shoot at people. So, yeah. Too long, don't read. Reinhardt is just very difficult to make work on this map. Okay, we're gonna take a 3-minute break, and then I'll do Angry Canadians. I'll just leave it loading. Let's just... Cursor, please! I hate this. Why does the cursor disappear on you like always? I have no idea why that happens. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll be back in like a couple minutes. No problem. Alright, I have returned. Let's see how this goes. I have to load the match Sephria. We're going to be looking at the Angry Canadian O2, which